Ang tawag po dito ay Letter of Authority or LOA. Kapag nabigyan ng Bureau of Internal Revenue or BIR ng Letter of Authority ang company ninyo, meron kayong dapat hindi gawin para maiwasan yung milyon-milyong tax assessment ng Bureau of Internal Revenue na ibinigay sa company ninyo. Otherwise, magsasara na lang kayo ng business kasi napakalaki ng assessment ng BIR, milyon-milyon yan, dahil wala naman kayong pera sa bangko pambayad nun. Let's start. So ito po yung actual BIR letter na na-receive ng ating RWB book owner, our ATC student ng ating RWB book na tax audit. Meron po tayong pre-support. Pwede kayo magtanong sa amin about BIR tax audit once you become our RWB book owner ng ating RWB book BIR tax audit. So nagtanong siya sa atin, nag-consult siya, walang bayad. Ito daw yung letter na na-receive ng company niya sa Revenue Region Number 8A, Makati City, from the Office of the Regional Director. So, mababasa niyo yung heading. This is from the Bureau of Internal Revenue, Revenue Region Number 8A, dated September 24, 2025. At napakalaki ng mistake ng taxpayer dito, kaya meron silang milyon-milyong tax assessment na babayaran sa BIR. Yun po yung iiwasan natin. So, naka-address sa taxpayer, ni-remove natin, redacted, due to confidentiality, but we have consent from our ATC student to use this BIR letter for our educational ATC video today. So, naka-address yan sa taxpayer. Subject niya, denial of request for reinvestigation due to non-observance of 30 days period rule. Madam, this has reference to your protest letter dated January 16, 2025, which we received on January 17, 2025. Relative to our final assessment notice, formal letter of demand dated December 9, 2024, which was received by your company on December 13, 2024. Covering deficiencies, income tax, VAT, expanded, withholding tax compensation, doc stamp, compromise penalty, in the amount of 3 million, 2 million, 110,000, 33,000, 96,000, 16,000, million, libo-libo. Inclusive of statutory increments for the calendar year 2021. In reply, please be informed that your request for reinvestigation is hereby denied on the ground that the aforesaid letter was filed beyond the reglementary period of 30 days allowed by Section 3.1.4 of Revenue Regulation Number 18/2013, which states that disputed assessment, the taxpayer or its authorized representative or tax agent may protest administratively against the aforesaid final assessment notice formal letter of demand within 30 days from the date of receipt thereof. So, na-deny po yung protest reinvestigation ng taxpayer against the final assessment notice from the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Ano yung ground niya? Hindi siya nakapag-file ng valid protest within 30 days. Bakit hindi siya nakapag-file ng valid protest within 30 days? Yung din yung tinanong ko sa kanya nung nag-inquire siya sa atin. Bakit hindi kayo nakapag-file ng valid protest within 30 days from the date of the receipt of the final assessment notice? Ang sabi ng taxpayer, ang sabi po kasi sa amin ng RO, hindi raw po kasama yung holidays and weekends sa counting ng 30 days. Yung revenue officer daw assigned in their tax audit investigation, ang sabi daw sa kanila, hindi raw kasama ang holiday and weekends sa counting ng 30 days from the date of the receipt of the final assessment notice to file protest dun sa opisina ng regional director. Check po natin yung legal basis. Sinabi naman po sa letter ng BIR, pero check po natin yung RR 18/2013. Ito po yung RR 18/2013 dated November 28, 2013, amending the Revenue Regulation Number 12/1999 relative to the due process requirement in the issuance of the deficiency tax assessment. Ito po, Section 3.1.4, Disputed Assessment. The taxpayer or its authorized representative or tax agent may protest administratively against the aforesaid FLD fund within 30 days from the date of receipt thereof. Ang sinabi po dito ay 30 days, hindi 30 working days. Pag working days, hindi kasama talaga sa bilang yung weekend and holiday. Kasi nga walang pasok nun. Pero ang sinabi ng batas ay 30 days. Therefore, this is calendar days. Na-receive daw po ng taxpayer yung final assessment notice on December 13, 2024. So, i-check po natin sa calendar natin. Ito po yung December 2024. Na-receive niya raw po ng December 13. yung final assessment notice ng BIR. So magbibilang tayo ngayon ng 30 days. Ang counting na natin ay the following day na. So ang first day natin, January 14 na. Sa pagbilang ng 30 days natin, 30-day rule in filing the administrative protest sa opisina ng Bureau of Internal Revenue through Office of the Regional Director, kasama sa counting yung weekend, Saturday, Sunday. And in the case of the holidays, holiday tayo na December 30, if I'm not mistaken, this is Rizal Day. Tapos January 1, bagong taon, kasama din po yan sa bilang ng 30 days. Except otherwise stated in the provisions of the law. Mag-extend lang yung deadline if the deadline falls on weekend or holiday. If the deadline mismo nag-fall on weekend or holiday, may extend yung deadline on the next working day. Kasi nga walang pasok noon, paano mo siya may submit sa opisina ng BIR walang pasok noon ng weekend tsaka holiday. If the deadline mismo, yung last day ng filing ng protest, falls on weekend or holiday. In this case, sa pagbibilang pa lang ng 30 days, kasama na yung 14, 15, 21, 22, 28, 29, yung mga weekends kasama yan. Tapos pati yung holidays within 30 days or within the deadline of filing of your protest, kasama din yun sa counting ng 30 days rule natin sa pag-file ng protest sa final assessment notice. So yung holiday ng December 30, if I'm not mistaken, this is Rizal Day, ito po ay kasama sa counting ng 30 days. Hindi po siya excluded, included siya. Considering the receipt of the final assessment notice and taxpayer from the BIR on December 13, 2024, ang deadline ng submission ng valid protest, whether reconsideration or reinvestigation, sa opisina ng Regional Director ay this January 12 na of the following year. Yung January 12 natin ay nag-fall siya on Sunday. So, walang pasok nun yung BIR office. So, hindi mo siya masasubmit ng Sunday. Therefore, the deadline will be moved automatically on the next working day. So, therefore, ang deadline niya ay January 13 na. Yun yung ma-extend, yung final day, yung huling araw ng submission or compliance sa pag-submit ng protest letter sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Yun ang ma-extend. Hindi yung within the deadline na weekends and holidays. So, kailan niya ba pinasa? So, January 13, 2025 yung deadline. Kailan niya ba pinasa? Pinasa daw on January 17, 2025. Bakit niya pinasa, sir, ng January 17, 2025? Late na siya ng 4 days. Kasi nga, ang sabi ng revenue officer sa kanya, hindi raw kasama sa counting ng deadline ng 30 days yung weekend at yung holiday ng January 30 at January 1, 2025 of the following year. Kaya na-late siya ng 4 days. January 30, January 1, pati yung January 11 and January 12. January 12 natin. January 11 and January 12. Mali po yun. Nataon lang yung deadline ng January 12 ng submission of the protest letter sa BIR ay nag-fall on weekend, Sunday. Itong Sunday na to, January 12 niya, ito yung mamumove the following working day, which is January 13, Monday na. Pero yung within, yung December 30, January 1, pati itong January 11 na weekend, ito ay pasok sa counting ng 30 days. So, ano yung naging mali ng taxpayer dito? Naniniwala kasi yung karamihan ng taxpayers sa revenue officers, group supervisors na nag-audit sa kanila para doon sa mga tax advice na ibinibigay sa kanila. Okay? Yun ang tax audit habit na nagpapahamak sa mga taxpayers. Sino po ba ang nag-audit sa inyo? Revenue officer, group supervisor. Sino nagbigay ng LOA sa inyo? Sino nag-serve? Malamang yung revenue officer assigned in the tax audit case. Bakit sila ang papaniwalaan mo pagdating sa tax remedies mo, pagdating sa BIR tax audit investigation and assessment? Sila ngayon nag-audit sa iyo, sa company ninyo. Sila yung nagbibigay ng problema sa company ninyo. Sila yung nagbibigay ng milyon-milyong tax assessment sa company ninyo. Sila yung nagre-recommend niyan sa office ng regional director. Bakit sila yung papaniwalaan mo? Ano nangyari ngayon sa taxpayer? Napahamak. imbis na maiwasan o mapababa yung milyon-milyong tax assessment sa kanila ng BIR, naging final, executory, and demandable na yun ngayon. So ano pong mangyayari ngayon kapag nag-late kayo ng submission ng protest sa Bureau of Internal Revenue? Basahin po ulit natin yung letter ng Regional Director. In view thereof, the entire docket of your case together with the aforesaid letter of protest will be forwarded to the Collection Division of this region for enforcement of collection through summary remedies provided by law signed by the Regional Director. Kokolektahin na yung milyon-milyong tax assessment ng BIR sa company ninyo, 3 million, 2 million, 110,000, through, sabi niya, through summary remedies. Yung summary remedies ng BIR, yun yung hahatakin yung ari-arian ninyo ng company ninyo or kayo mismo kung individual taxpayer kayo at sisimutin yung pera nyo sa bangko to satisfy your utang na tax sa government na hindi pa raw nababayaran. Kasi yung tax assessment hanggang nakakapag-file ka ng protest na valid within the deadline, hindi siya magiging utang sa government natin kasi under pa siya ng due process, hindi pa siya utang sa government. Nagiging utang siya sa government kapag naging final, executory, and demandable. One way para maging final, executory, and demandable yung tax assessment ng BIR sa ating mga taxpayers, hindi ka nag-file ng protest on time. Kasi nag-file ka late. Bakit late? Naniwala ka kasi doon sa sinasabi ng Revenue Officer, Group Supervisor, o kakilala mo doon sa BIR para doon sa tax remedies mo patungkol sa BIR Tax Audit Investigation and Assessment. Hindi po namin nire-recommend yung hihingi ka ng tax advice or tax remedies sa BIR officials or employees, especially revenue officer and group supervisor na nag-audit sa company ninyo. Kasi po, merong mga BIR officials and employees na nagpapahamak mismo sa taxpayer para yung taxpayer magkaroon talaga ng tax problem. Para nagkaroon siya ng tax problem, in this case, naging final, executory, and demandable, kakausapin niya ngayon yung revenue officer and group supervisor para mapababa yung tax na babayaran nila. At yung pag-uusap na yun, ang tawag doon ay pakiusapan system, subject na po yan sa bribing. Okay? Bribing. Kasi ito, yung tax assessment na in-issue ng BIR, hindi pa kasi final, executory, and demandable yan eh. Unless the taxpayer failed to file the valid protest on time. At yun ang nangyari sa case na ito. So, hindi po namin sa sinisiraan yung revenue officer, group supervisor na involved in this case, especially the regional director. Nagbase lang po kami doon sa conversation and support na sinabi sa atin ng taxpayer na naka-receive nitong BIR letter. So, hindi po namin sinasabi yung revenue officer and group supervisor involved in this tax audit investigation ay corrupt. That's not our point. Meron pong nangyayari lang in the real world na mga BIR officials and employees na sinasadya nilang mamali yung taxpayers sa kanilang tax compliance para magkaroon ng utang or problema sa Bureau of Internal Revenue. Pag nagkaroon na ng problema, nagkaroon na ng utang, milyon-milyon, libo-libo, dang-dang-libo, kakausapin na ni taxpayer ngayon yung revenue officer, group supervisor, o kung sino mang BIR official yun para mapababa yung tax na babayaran nila, penalties. In that case, yun yung makikiusap na nga, maging meeting kayo dun sa tinatawag nilang meeting room, na walang CCTV. Tapos dun na magiging 50-50 na. 50% for the boys, 50% sa government may resibo. Okay? Maliwanag po ba? So, huwag kayong maniniwala. Pwede kayong mag-consult sa amin. If you are RWB book owner namin, libre yung ating consultation sa atin, RWB book. Kung kayo ay RWB book owner ng ating BIR Tax Audit Investigation, message lang po sa ating Facebook page bago na Accounting Control Center Team ATC para sa inyong support o sa ating Viber. Or, kung gusto nyo matuto ng BIR Tax Audit from letter of authority hanggang final decision on disputed assessment or tax assessment ng BIR, pwede kayo mag-sign up sa amin 10-day Tax Audit Challenge. Doon po sa ating 10-day Tax Audit Challenge, bibigyan po namin kayo ng mga tutorial video every day para mapag-aralan nyo from letter of authority hanggang final decision on disputed assessment, wala pong bayad yon. Mag-sign up lang po kayo, libre po yon. Click the link below ng ating ATC video or you may message us on our Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center Team ATC, at isi-send po namin sa inyo yung link para makapag-sign up kayo, makapag-join kayo sa ating 10-day BIR Tax Audit Challenge. We will send to you every day the applicable BIR Tax Audit ATC video para mapag-aralan nyo po yung step-by-step ng BIR Tax Audit. Wala pong bayad yun. Wala pong bayad. Mag-sign up lang po kayo, libre lang po ang sign up para makareceive kayo every day ng BIR Tax Audit Challenge natin for 10 days. Straight yun. 10 days. Wala pong bayad. Message lang po sa ating Facebook page, Accounting Tutorial Center, Team ATC. Sisend po namin yung link. Or you may check sa description ng ating video, yung ating link para makapag-sign up na kayo anytime. Maraming salamat po. Again, do not seek tax advice from any BIR official or employee. My name is Mark Lording Bumagat, your RWB teacher, na lagi po nagsasabing, be educated po and you will be empowered. Kita-kits po tayo sa mga other helpful ATC videos natin. Follow na rin po kayo and subscribe for future tax updates natin. Bye-bye! Thank you po!